Wow, that's bright. Okay, wait for the camera to adjust. We're live. Okay, so hello guys and welcome to this podcast. Here with me today I've got MinuteMan.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay, so this podcast is basically going to be like a little discussion between me and different YouTubers I invite on each week or each time that I release one of these episodes. So, MinuteMan, first of all, what was your inspiration for starting a YouTube channel?
So I started in the end of November, and basically so I was playing American college football, and I was like a scholarship player, and then I got hurt, and that ended my football career. So I wasn't going to school, and then I had just gotten laid off of my job because that my work lost like tens of thousands of dollars. So I had no purpose or anything. So I just started a YouTube channel because I was bored, had nothing else to do, and that's really what just how I started YouTube. Just 'cause I had nothing else to do and
that's
no
pretty
purpose.
cool.
So
Yeah, a lot of the time you'll find that like other like different YouTubers, they'll start YouTube as just like a hobby. A lot of the time, and then it ends up being more than just a hobby. I think like many of the OG YouTubers, like the ones who started back in like 2010 before, you know, so you like KSI and Syndicate, etc. Like they first started off YouTube as like a hobby more than anything, because back then YouTube was nothing about money or anything like what it is nowadays. And you see they start off as a hobby, and then you see like in 5 years' time where their channels are at now, like over 10 million subscribers. Yeah, you see recently Syndicate just reached 10 million, didn't he?
And that's pretty crazy. He was like the original like big zombies YouTuber.
Yeah, definitely. He I think all the way back from World at War, like he had like this love for it, and I think he was the reason why the community became so strong so quick.
And I think he's the guy who like popularized like training or like the hoarding zombies. Like before that, it was just like camping, and that was he's the one that like made it popular.
There was that YouTuber who passed away because there was like a car crash. I'm trying to think of his name. Yoti Slayer. Yeah. And I remember it in the video when he passed, and Syndicate uploaded a video saying "Rest in peace, Yoti Slayer," and he explained in that how him and Yoti Slayer were like they used to do their zombie training all the time back in the day. Like I think those two were quite popular for doing it back when the zombies wasn't really like much of a thing. But to like popularize something like training, like I don't see a single high round technique nowadays like without the involvement of training. Yeah, like I think naturally, like when people go onto the game now, they'll go onto like a Shadows of Evil or something, and then automatically they'll start training the zombies just because they know it's going to be easier than having them everywhere.
Training makes it so much easier. Like
I mean, I was thinking of at some point in the near future to try do a high round attempt on Shadows of Evil. And there's that very popular technique of going to the waterfront district, which is called like the 5 and 5 technique or something like that. If you, I don't know if you've heard of that or not.
I've heard of it, but I don't really know like what you do.
All I've seen, there's a YouTuber recently who's sort of started to blow up called Emulsify, and I was watching him today, and last week he had like 3,000 subscribers. Today I was watching him, he had like 13,000, and I'm sure he's probably got like 14,000 plus. But he like, I noticed his channel because it was like suggested on YouTube, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this because it was like titled like round 115 plus on Shadows of Evil, and his technique was the same thing, and all he was doing, he had the upgraded sword, he had the Apothecary Servant, and he would train in the area. Just use the sword. When it runs out, use Blast Furnace to recharge the sword because it's quite quick with recharging. And then you just do the same thing, get most of his kills with his sword and occasionally with the Apothecary Servant.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. Because of the way they do it, they keep the gate to the waterfront closed, so they take the train to actually go over to that area. I've never bothered to try it because it just seemed a bit like, I wouldn't say hard, but more annoying to do at first. Like once you set up, it would be okay, but up until that point where you set up, it seems like it'd be quite a drag.
Do you like upgrading the sword? Or
so yeah, I've only upgraded the sword a couple of times. I don't mind it because really all you have to do is once around for 4 rounds, you have to kill a few Margwas. That's quite an easy upgrade, to be honest.
When I first did it, I like getting the sword in single player because you can pause when you like to get the symbols. But I hate trying to upgrade it or get the sword in co-op because it's so hard.
Yeah.
To see the symbols, especially when I'm like,
yeah, like looking out from the train, looking at your symbols is can sometimes be quite annoying. Sometimes like I'll do like a one journey and I accidentally come back on myself, so I'll waste like a little bit of a journey. Yeah, that makes sense. So then I have to try and make sure I know which way I'm looking and everything. But that step is probably the hardest bit, like actually getting the sword. But to upgrade it isn't too hard in my opinion.
Being nerfed now.
Yeah, did you, well, obviously you must have heard about it, but the Margwa now, like each head, like can be open different times,
always
basically.
2 open at once or something like that.
Yeah, like I haven't played Shadows of Evil for a while, so I haven't played it since the patch or the update. But I've seen a lot of video footage where like at least like 2 or even 3 of the heads are open at one time. Yeah, like it looks like it's a lot easier because if you have your haymaker, you can take it out a lot quicker.
Because the Margwas are so annoying, and I also heard that they don't they used to spawn like every 2 rounds, and now they only spawn like every 4 rounds. Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't realize their spawn rates decreased, although
that's what I've heard.
Quite interesting.
I haven't really played Shadows of Evil since like Rise and Draha came out, but
the Eisendrache is just the greatest map. I haven't played Shadows of Evil that much. Like I still need to do the Easter egg and Shadows. Got into 4-player game, got up to the point with the flag, and then it was just like we can't do this. Like we just physically cannot do this. I was really confused if the Shadow Man we have to try and shoot, if the Raps we had to try and kill, or if we had to try and shoot both of them, or I was really confused. Tried to watch videos and I was still really confused because people released videos back when the game first came out, so it wasn't really fully explained.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty it's not simple, but it's not like hard Easter egg. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't look as easy as Zetsubo no Shima's.
Zetsubo Easter egg was really easy. First of all, it was discovered within like a day. Yeah. I think it was 25 hours.
25 hours.
And then I think it was my first ever attempt doing it with my friend, and when he was in the boss battle, my friend didn't see any videos on YouTube because I was talking him through it. We was in the boss battle and I was streaming the whole thing, and then I disconnect. Yeah, so it's the first time I had attempted it, and it was with my friend who didn't know what he was doing. I disconnect. He stayed in the game. He managed to finish it off when I was talking him through it. Obviously, the stream had ended at this point because the game crashed, so the stream also crashed, and it does that on the PS4 stream. My second time trying to do the Easter egg, the exact same thing happened again. I was in solo. It crashed. I was using Fear in the Headlights, and it just crashed. So then my third time doing the Easter egg, and I managed to do it without it crashing. Yeah, but that was still within the first 4 days of the game, of the map being out.
Oh, really? So it was pretty soon after the release.
Yeah. Within the 4 days, that the 2 fails, and then this succession of doing the Easter egg. Whereas with the Eisendrache, this same friend who I had been playing with for a while now, and he had looked at videos on the Eisendrache, he knew what to do and everything, so we knew how to upgrade the bows and everything. It was that boss battle that got us every time. We failed about 30 times. Didn't do the Easter egg until a month after the map was actually released. It was really difficult.
Yeah, I didn't really attempt the Rise and Draw Easter egg until I think it was a month ago when I started doing it, and my first attempt, I got to the boss fight and died, and then the second attempt, I beat the boss, and I had no ammo left, and I thought I grabbed the summoning key, but I didn't. I went to go put it in the computer, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then, like, I was fine because I was just, like, training, and right when I went into the Wonder Sphere to get away, the rocket test went off, so I was trapped in there, and I died. I was so mad. But I ended up getting my next try.
Yeah, I think I saw you streaming that, actually, where you tried to go in the rocket thing, and then, like, it was on, and I think there was a Panzer as well or something that trapped you in there. I was like, that was so unlucky. Like, you got all that way, you've done the boss battle, which is the hardest bit of the Easter egg by far, is that boss battle, because the first time we got into the boss battle room, it was me and my other friend I was talking about, and we actually had 2 other people at first, so it was a 4-player game. Boss battle room, none of us had done the boss battle room personally, like we'd all seen videos on it and stuff, we knew sort of what to expect. Straight away, when the keeper was with the electric and brung down, like, we didn't realise, and we just all died straight away. Although, Jason Blundell said that he wanted that on purpose, like, he wanted it to be annoying. So, like, people would have to replay the Easter egg all the way up until that point again to try and find new things. He wanted the Easter egg to be like that, so it wouldn't be discovered straight away, if that makes sense. Like, it wouldn't be completed straight away.
I didn't know they said that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it was in one of Milo's interviews that he did with him. Yeah. So instead, like, Dies and Jacket took about 2 days or so, because I remember seeing Noah streaming it when they first completed it. Which is pretty cool. Like, I think it was like 3 in the morning or something in England. As like, he had Milo in the game as well. Obviously, he's in England.
It wasn't like,
and
it was like Noah, Milo, Rad Austin, and then like Money Talks.
Money Talks, yeah. I'm not sure who that Money Talks is, though. I've only seen him with that live stream. I haven't seen him anywhere else. Like, does he have an actual YouTube account or something? Because I tried searching for him, like... Alright, so quite small then. Because back then I didn't know as well the YouTube community, like the zombie YouTube community. So I knew Noah and I knew Milo. But I didn't really know Rad Austin that well. I knew of him, but I didn't watch any of his videos. And then I had no idea who Money Talks was.
Yeah, Rad Austin was like one of the first YouTubers that first zombie YouTubers that I was subscribed to. I think I subscribed to him when he was at like 15,000.
Yeah. I know Rad Austin's been going for a while now. He's a bit like Mr. Dalek JD, where like he's been going since World
He's
at
like
War.
one of the oldest zombie YouTubers.
Yeah. But oldest as in been going the longest, or as in like age?
Been there the longest. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because he's only got, what was it, like 200,000 subscribers or something? 30...
Like 120.
Yeah, like 120,000. Let me just double check. But he doesn't have that much considering he's been around for a while.
Apparently, I heard like he like kind of stopped for a little bit, and he came back for Black Ops 3, and he was at 60,000. So he's doubled his channel size since Black Ops 3 came out. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. So like he obviously took a break between Black Ops 1 or 2.
I think he like
came back.
Like stopped uploading for a little bit, and then now he's been back since Black Ops 3. So.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
But...
Yeah. So he's actually live right now, but he's got 119,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I hope to have at least that much someday.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realize he had took a break from it. That's actually better than I thought. But yeah, like you say, he's like one of the original. So it's like pretty cool though. Still, that he's been around for that long.
He's like. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, I think it was like Smith Plays as well. Like I was watching one of his podcasts, and he was there explaining how he uploaded back when World at War was up, but he was just playing the game, not expecting like of it to become anything, and now he's like that's what he does as a job, just like playing zombies.
Job, honestly.
Yeah. Like I love doing it. I love making videos all the time. Like I was saying to you before the start of the stream, I got like a couple of video ideas that hopefully should be out either tomorrow or the day after. I'm always trying to come up with ideas for like zombie videos and things.
Yeah, my motivation has been kind of like shit recently because my internet's been so bad. Like for I think it was like 8 days I could not upload anything because my internet was so bad. I couldn't even stream.
My internet was like that for about a week. What happened was it's like so I went to a music festival in England, and it was like 5 days music festival, so I wanted to get something done before then because obviously I knew I wasn't going to upload for 5 days. So I worked on my top 5 video, and that came out on the Wednesday of that week, like it always, like every week so far that I've brought it out, it's been coming out on the Wednesday. But before then, like I had a hard time trying to stream because it like my internet was really bad. It kept on disconnecting me. Then that sort of stopped my motivation for trying to make normal videos. And I could tell because the quality of that particular top 5 episode wasn't that great. I sort of rushed the audio a little bit because I was running out of time. And even recently as well, my internet's been okay. I then try and plug my microphone into my laptop, and the microphone wasn't recognised. So it's like said it has malfunctioned. Yeah, so it's like it was my laptop more than anything else. So at the moment I've got 3 USBs and a HDMI on my laptop, and it's all working fine, luckily. But yeah, it's like last week. My laptop's like a couple of years old. It's like a Samsung laptop, so it's pretty standard. But it's slowly on its way out. It's really hot at the moment, actually. Like, not too bad, but it's quite slow a lot of the time. And I don't know. There's little bits and bobs about it that I really just don't like. And one of these was when I tried to plug in my microphone, and it just wouldn't recognize the USB.
Yeah, my laptop it has 5 USBs and only 2 of them work, and my laptop's only a year old.
Really?
So yeah, but
oh wow,
it was like a $2,000 laptop too. So.
Oh wow! See, mine was only like a couple £100. I got a like bit of a discount because of where my brother works. But basically, like I really wanted to do a video, and I was actually really hyped about doing this particular video. I can't remember which one it was. It was only a couple days ago, but I was really excited to actually get up and do a video because I hadn't done one properly, like a discussion for a couple days, or whatever. So I think it was I don't know if you saw, I uploaded a video about the staffs possibly being in DLC 4. Yeah. So that was the video I wanted to make. Before then, it was a couple days before I made the top 5 video, which was actually pre-made like a week ago. So it felt like I hadn't made that much. Tried to plug in my my microphone, and then wasn't recognised. So it took me about 2 hours to try and sort it out, restart my laptop and trying to uninstall drivers and everything. By this point, 2 hours later, it was about 2 in the afternoon. Did the audio, took about half an hour, and then editing it and everything, and then putting the footage up. Like, I was done by about 9 o'clock at night. Like, it was a full day worth of trying to get it, like the video working. And I was at the point where I would have used my phone as the audio, because I know iPhones have pretty good audios, because obviously they need to pick up voices for like phone calls and things. So I would have used my phone if my microphone wouldn't have worked. It's just annoying because I'd rather keep the same audio quality or get better.
I've had to use my iPhone a few times to record audio, and it's like, it's good, but it's not as good as my laptop's microphone.
Yeah. Like, if I was a vlogger, and, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Fun for Louie. No, but he's basically a dude who travels the world at the moment. Like, that's literally all he's been doing for the past, like, couple years now. Before that, I had a channel called Food for Louie, where he would eat, like, disgusting things. But like that channel now has like no videos, like he's privatized them all or like deleted them or whatever. But yeah, but in 2012 I think it was, he started daily uploading vlogging videos, and occasionally he'll use his iPhone 6 as like a little microphone, because he went to like different countries, like Beijing for instance. He went to India and different places to see how people lived, and they would have like a little meeting with like 30 of his fans in that area. And a microphone he used for them to talk into was the phone, and you can see in the video like them talking into the phone, saying like, you know, life here is hard or whatever. This is how the government is run. This is how we get schooled and everything. And the microphone quality was actually really good.
Yeah. Well, he was using an iPhone then, or?
Yeah. It was either an iPhone or like a Samsung Galaxy or something like that. And he even mentioned in his video where he was in China, Beijing, where he was saying, you know, it's a little hack that he uses, just basically using the phone microphone because it's designed to pick up voices.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I thought was actually a really good idea. So if I was a vlogger, then I would probably do that, like if I needed to.
Don't you have a vlogging channel?
Yeah, it's so it's like whenever I could be like not bothered, but whenever I got a day that I think is worth vlogging, and I think that I would like to look back at it, then I'll make it like I'll try and make it some sort of a vlog to then put up on that channel. So I started off putting up a couple of videos of like me going to like so I went to London and I went to like Birmingham and things. So I thought it'd be quite interesting. Then I saw on my channel like 4 videos, and it like hadn't really had that many videos uploaded. It was like a couple months after. Now I did one video saying I was going to do like weekly uploads. Then I didn't do that, mainly because the interest was lost, both in my interest to do a weekly vlogging like day, because I wanted to do like a weekly vlog on a Sunday, but the interest just wasn't there, as well as there wasn't anything interesting in my life at that point. Yeah. See, luckily, like when I went to New York, I didn't quite vlog it, but I recorded a lot of things because of like a tourist would. Just recorded a lot of things when I was there, and I took loads of pictures. So I made that into like a little bit of a vlog, and I've actually got that on this channel. It's like a bunch of just random clips, and that was before this channel was even made. And that was for my own personal gain, so like I could look back on it in so many years' time and be like, you know, I actually quite liked my first time in New York. Then I tried different styles of vlogging. Like I had one video on my vlogging channel where like all I did really was went to Sainsbury's. I had like got pizza and I started the vlog, and then it was just random, like me watching Straight Outta Compton, and then like, you know, saying it's a good film. But I tried different angles and things. I tried editing it in like different ways and like to the music and things. I don't know. It was just something new that I wanted to try, and it was fun and everything. But it's just I didn't know whether it'd be interesting to watch. So I think if I had a bit more of an interesting life, so you know, if I travelled a bit more or something, then you know I'd probably vlog a little bit more often.
Yeah, I'm not really a vlogging type of person, so.
One thing I found as well is like super awkward as well. Like I don't know if you get used to this type of thing, but like, well, I was walking down in London and Birmingham and things like with the camera just there, like talking to it. It's actually super awkward.
Like I've seen people, like there's people from my town, and I see people vlogging sometimes, and it like I feel awkward for them.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like they're just walking around town with a camera in their face. I'm like.
Yeah, like I've never actually seen anyone on the street. Like I've never passed anyone who was like vlogging to a camera, like talking to a camera, which is quite weird. I've seen a few people like do it for Snapchat and things, but that's a bit different because it's not like a full-on discussion. They're just there saying, you know, look where I am, or you know, whatever. And I mainly see that when I'm abroad somewhere, like English people just saying, like, oh, you know, selfie picture or whatever. I've never seen anyone actually vlog that I've suspected of them being like a YouTuber or something big or small. But yeah, like it's super awkward. I think you would get used to it if you did it every day. But I was just there, like, walking through the streets of, like, London, which I used anyway, but the audio was really bad because it was, like, traffic and everything I didn't even think about. But, yeah, it was just super awkward. Like, at one point I thought, screw it, and I'll just talk whatever. And then the amount of people as you walk past and you just notice them looking at you, like, it's just crazy. But I think vlogging is more of a thing now. Like, a lot more people know about it than, say, definitely. 5 years ago.
It's become a lot bigger.
Do you ever watch Casey Neistat?
No, I don't.
Do you know of him?
Pretty familiar.
Casey Neistat is a vlogger who's started to blow up quite a lot. He's based in New York, so he vlogs every day in New York, or occasionally he's in LA or San Francisco or something. But he's like a pretty chilled out, quite a cool dude to watch, and his vlogging style is like very cinematic. So he has like a drone where he has like his camera on, and he can get like high up helicopter type shots. He'll do time lapses. He'll do like the lot. It looks like a little mini film, and he treats his YouTube channel as like a show. So like every day there's a new episode. So that's how he treats it. And the cool thing about it as well, I find, just as like a content creator of, like, so at the moment he's got like 2.7 million subscribers, or I think he's now in the 3 million or something. Like, quite a big number anyway.
3.4 million right now. Yeah.
3.4 million. He doesn't monetize any of his videos. He is not partnered with any channel. Yeah. He makes all of his money through an app that he created called Beam, which is like a social media app similar to Snapchat, but something to do with you don't see what you send, you just record it and send it type of thing. Mainly because he wanted like someone to send like the true look of themselves, or like their true vision, without someone trying to edit it or whatever. I'm not like 100% sure on the premise of it or anything, but that's like he's got an app anyway, like social media app that it's similar to Snapchat. You send videos to people and pictures and things, and that's where he makes all of his money, and he's got a pretty good living. Like yeah, he's made it quite well.
That's pretty cool, making your own app, and then having 3.4 million people following or subscribe to you. That's crazy. Yeah,
definitely. Like, I can't even comprehend numbers that well. I was at like I said, I was at this music festival. Don't know if you've ever heard it. It's like a rock metal festival. It's called Download Festival. And it's like the biggest rock festival in Europe. I think it's on par with quite a few in America as well and things. But that festival holds 100,000 people. So I was in the crowd for Black Sabbath. And I was looking all around me thinking, like, this crowd is, like, it just goes on and on and on. Like, you cannot see past the crowd, because I was quite far at the front. Yeah, so I was quite far at the front. Look behind me, loads of people thinking, when a YouTuber says they have 100,000 subscribers or more, this is what I'm looking at. Like, that's their audience. And I don't know, like, I look at that and then I think, imagine, like, Noah, for instance, is almost at 2 million subscribers. I think what I looked at, that's 20 times the amount of people I looked at are subscribed to that one person.
It's just insane.
Yeah, it is. And I think as YouTubers don't normally think about their numbers in terms of that until they go to live events or whatever. I went to Insomnia quite a few times, which is a gaming festival up in Coventry. I think they moved it now to Birmingham, but I've seen a few YouTubers. I've met like the Sidemen, and I've met Syndicate and Ali A and different YouTubers like that who have been there.
That's cool.
Yeah. I've actually got a signed poster by Syndicate. Got him to sign. I still haven't framed it up yet. Yeah. But I got like pictures with the Sidemen. I haven't got pictures with Syndicate or whatever, because when I met him, he does like he does picture only meetups and he does signing only meetups. He doesn't do picture and signing because it just takes too long. But he comes out on stage, and he was probably on stage in front of him probably like 5,000 people or so. And he was saying how that was amazing, seeing how so many people were in front of him. And he was saying that when he live streams, like he used to live stream at this point, his highest audience at one other point, like during a live stream, was I think over 100,000 or something. Something like insane like that. And he was saying now he could not imagine that number of people at one time just watching him live stream in the game. I think it was like possibly zombies, or it might have been Minecraft or something.
I can't.
But yeah, like
I can't imagine a live stream like with 100,000 people. That's insane.
Yeah, definitely. Like numbers are crazy on YouTube,
and like I feel like we're like I'm tiny on YouTube, but like I imagine just like 250 people, like in my neighborhood, like that's still like is kind of like a decent amount of people, and like you're like almost 400.
Yeah.
It's like if you think about it, that's still like 400 people.
Yeah. I try and think of that in terms, because it's quite a smallish number in terms of like YouTube, like you were saying. I don't remember I got exactly 369. I'll double check that, see if it's gone up or down. But 369, yeah, still the same. And I think about my school, because that's quite an easy way of trying to think of the number. I look at like a school year photo that I have, and it's like loads of people sat on a bench or whatever. And all those people, there is about 200, 250, so. And I think that I've almost got double that amount of subscribers. And it's crazy even trying to think of it like that. Like you said, it's quite a small number. Like in comparison to some of the other YouTubers. And like the way that some channels grow as well on YouTube are insane.
Like, did you hear about that one, like, that little kid who did like a presentation on one of the FaZe members?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then he failed, so like the FaZe guy gave him a shout out, and his channel went from like 50 subscribers, and then like it's been a month, and now he's at like 400,000 subscribers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which FaZe member. I know it wasn't FaZe Rain. I don't really follow FaZe that well anyway. Sure. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of as well. But like you say, one of the FaZe members, and that he, I remember because I watched that video. I don't really watch FaZe at all, but I decided to watch that video to see how he went about it. And for the most part, he was there saying like, you know, this teacher's wrong for like not thinking that, you know, YouTube's not a job or whatever, which I agree with. It's just a different type of job that a lot of people over the age of about 30 or so, most of which won't understand why it's a job, because it seems easy, but it's actually a lot harder than a lot of people think.
Yeah, there's a lot of time that goes into it. Like,
yeah,
you
definitely.
To get the gameplay, like, you have to think of like what type of video you're gonna make. You have to do all the editing. You have to make a thumbnail.
Yeah, there are a lot of YouTubers who say how long they spend each day on videos. I don't know if you know the Sidemen that well, but one of the Sidemen, MinuteMan, I think it was 13 hours a day he says he normally spends on a video when he has the time to. Because he has like 2 channels, so he like makes 3 videos across the 2 channels every single day. So that's like recording 3 videos, and then, you know, obviously having to edit them. I think they have someone else to do their thumbnails for them. I don't know about editing their videos, but I mean, at that point, you have to have other people to edit your videos and do your thumbnails and everything for you. You have to like employ someone else to do that for you. I think recently Jacksepticeye, if you know him as well, like he employed someone to actually edit his videos, just because he wanted more time to reply to comments. He wanted more time to, you know, interact with his fans and everything. Which I can understand.
If I ever got to the point where I could hire somebody, I probably would too, but that's gonna be a while.
Yeah. I definitely would as well. I think it would be cool to hire one of your friends who you know at the moment, or at least like who you've known for a long time, so it gives them the opportunity to have a different job. I know quite a few people who I think would edit videos quite well, who are quite good at editing. So like, you know, if I had to employ someone right now, if I was at 100,000 subscribers or something mental where I couldn't handle all the jobs of YouTube, I have friends right now who I could ask, and they would probably work for like a decent decent pay.
Yeah.
Which
yeah, if
it's
I
pretty
was
cool.
Too, I already have a guy who I told him if I do like get big on YouTube that I would hire him, because like he can spend like 5 minutes on a thumbnail and make it look twice as good as I do, and if I spend like 20 minutes on one, he's just like really good at graphic design and stuff. So
yeah, I know quite a few people who's good at graphic design, where they use not Photoshop, they use like 3D design graphic programs and everything. And I'm alright at Photoshop. I'm okay at Premiere Pro. Like I wouldn't big myself up or anything, but I use them on a daily basis, so I'm very comfortable with both the programs. So my skills go as far as Photoshop and Premiere Pro. But I couldn't use 3D editing software like for photos or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't have Photoshop yet, but I'm gonna be getting it soon. I use Pixlr, which is like a free version of Photoshop, but you don't have like all of the features that Photoshop has.
Okay. I think I know somewhat about Pixlr, but I was lucky enough. I got Photoshop and Premiere Pro and things for free. When I first got my my laptop, I just downloaded them. So I downloaded them for free, but I don't think you can do that now for YouTube. Well, from you, because the way I did it, I downloaded like the trial, and then on YouTube you could download like a patch that replaces part of the file, so it thinks that rather than a trial, it's the full version. But I've tried looking at videos recently for that, and I can't seem to find any videos. I think that YouTube takes those down now because it's obviously they don't like you doing that. I think it's actually illegal, but yeah. But like I've got those programs anyway, and I'm sort of not wanting. I don't want to get like a new laptop or anything for that reason, because like it's very expensive programming to get Photoshop and Premiere Pro and everything.
Isn't like Photoshop like $30 a month or something?
I'm not sure. I know they do it cheaper for students, whatever. Unfortunately, I'm not a student anymore. But I know it's like 5%, 10%, something like that. They do offer students for like the entire Adobe package.
Oh.
But yeah, like I got quite a good version of Photoshop and Premiere Pro, and like it helped me a lot, because like I started out YouTube and I didn't have a lot of money. I started out in 2012 properly when I was doing gaming videos. I afforded like an easy cap. And I worked on that channel at the time for like 3 years, and it last year got taken down because of tags in the description of videos, which is the exact same reason I found out, which is why Smith Plays, Mr. T-Lex Firelight, why their channels got taken down the same time as mine as well. But mine got taken down, didn't get brought back up. Like I tried getting a hold of YouTube, because it had like about 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, so I was quite annoyed at that. So I was like, okay, I'll start off from fresh. I didn't like the name anyway. It was called Xbox Game Secrets, so it like limited me to only really playing Xbox games unless I wanted to look stupid. But by that point that the channel was like deleted, at that point I had built up myself money and things, so I was able to buy myself a PVR, and I was able to buy myself a Blue Yeti microphone. I've now got myself lighting equipment that I've got right here blinding me. A good pair of headset and everything like that. So I started as this new channel when I was like, I'm just going to go full out, I'm going to do my best. At first I started off this channel not even really knowing what content I wanted to do. I did like different bits and bobs, and then eventually I just went into zombies.
Yeah, when I started off, I think my first video was zombies, and then like my next 5 videos were all multiplayer. And at first I was gonna do both, but then like I just stuck with zombies because that's what got more people commenting on it, more likes, and I just like zombies way better.
Yeah. See, at this point, like I started off, this channel was like April 13th, I think, last year. I made a couple of videos, then I like privatized because it was just me talking to like the camera. I didn't really want them to be there up in the channel at this point, like, because I look back and think that was a bit like cringy, I guess, looking back on it myself. So I privatized those. I don't actually know what the first video is that's unprivatized, but like it's something completely off the topic from zombies anyway. And at first I did like a few games, random online games. I remember I did one called Chat Noir, where it's like you're just a little cat jumping around. And it's like a one-off. Yeah, like one-off playtimes of internet games. And then I couldn't do anything for a while because I temporarily moved to another house in Northampton where like I didn't have internet for a while, so like I didn't have videos, so I, you know, could upload. And then in August I had internet, so then started uploading again. Different videos, you know, Akinator and different bits and bobs like that. And then eventually Call of Duty came out, and that's when I started hitting YouTube, like, you know, properly. I started doing zombies, you know, most days, like at least a couple of videos every week or something.
I started like 3 weeks after
like,
Black Ops 3 came out, but
I was really excited. If I look at my Instagram now, like there are videos on my Instagram of me like literally sat there and I'm just there like recording, going, there's my TV all set up and ready, and there's the door open, I'm ready to hear for the guy to come along, you know, with a parcel. But it came really late. Like I got up like 8 or 9. And in the morning, I think it was like 8 o'clock I got up, and he didn't come until about 2 in the afternoon.
Really?
By that point, people had already gone to like download it off the PlayStation Market and everything like that. So, so that, you know, I was so late. Like I wanted to be one of the first out there to try and help my channel get out there a bit more. But no. And then I started off doing campaign and multiplayer, but then I don't do those anymore. Yeah, I did like a couple campaign missions, then I was like, you know what, it's not for me. And then I played zombies, I was like, I actually really like this, like I'm getting back into it. So I got back into the storyline a bit, got up to date with everything, make sure I know everything, and now that, you know, I'm here.
I didn't like the Black Ops 3 campaign at all, really. It was so boring, and the story just didn't feel right compared to the other stories that they've come up with.
I played about 4 missions, but I know sort of how the campaign goes. I remember seeing Jason Blundell, and he explains how Black Ops 1 you have man versus man in the campaign. Black Ops 2 you have man against machine, and the Black Ops 3 is machine against man. So that explains everything, why machines taken over and bits and bobs like that, like why you're more of a machine than a man, because the machine's taken over you, sort of thing. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
But I like the direction at the moment where zombies is heading. It's very you don't know what's coming next, really. And we've got 2 DLC left.
Hopefully they'll surprise us with a 5th one, but
there was a lot of talk at first about DLC 5, and that would be great. And a lot of people wasn't, like, when they were thinking, if there is a DLC 5, will it be every map so far, or will it be, you know, like something else like that? But either way, like a DLC 5 would be great.
Yeah, it's just so, and like it feels like it's taking forever to get any information on DLC 3. It's
yeah, I was waiting. I was ready on Tuesday for the DLC to release, and like any trailers or anything, and nothing. Like, it takes me about 10 minutes or so to set up my lighting because I have to make sure the tripods are okay and everything. I've got a very, very small room. Like, it's about 7 by 7 foot. Like, it's literally a square room, and I've got like a bed and a wardrobe. Like, that's why in my webcams and everything, like, everything's so squished together. So I have to try and find a space to put my lighting, like the tripods and everything, and I had that already, and there was no DLC 3.
Like, DLC, or Zetsubo Mishima came out April 19th, and it's June 23rd. So it's been over it's been almost 2 months and a week since it came out, and we haven't even had like a teaser image or a name or anything.
Yeah. Like, I saw somebody on Reddit, I think it was, saying that maybe they're postponing it a bit. One, because they've seen like the big demands in certain things that we want in DLC 3. We want the PPSH, we want a Reagan Mark 3, we want, different bits and bobs. Maybe Treyarch was going to release them up, but then they decided to quickly try and add in some of those features to keep us happy. But I also then saw something about DLC 4 won't be out until late August or like September or something. So they're trying to like stretch it out a bit.
What's crazy is, and for DLC 4, for I guess Origins for Black Ops 2, it came out like August 25th, and DLC 4 for Black Ops 3 is not going to be out till like mid-September. Yeah.
Is it mid-September?
Oh. Is COD XP, and that's when they're going to be doing early gameplay for it. So it's
okay.
At least September 2nd is going to be when it comes out. That's the earliest. Like September 6th is like the earliest possible date.
Oh yeah, September 6th is my birthday as well, so that would be a great birthday present from Treyarch. That's okay actually. I was going to say, for DLC 3, loads and loads and loads of people have been saying July 5th. Yeah. That's next Tuesday. Or Tuesday after. It basically in like a few days. Like July 5th was when this map is going to come out and everything else. I'm personally really hoping it's not July 5th and it's July 12th or the week after. Because I'm going to be on holiday from July 1st to July 9th. So for me personally, it's like if it comes out on July 5th, then I've got 4 days where I'm going to be in Magaluf, like enjoying myself, but then thinking, I'm not making videos for people. Then I come back, I make videos of like tutorials and things, but they're going to be a lot late. Like they can be 4 days late.
That's going to be kind of crappy.
And it sounds like that might even happen in September as well, depending on when it gets released. Because I'm going to Amsterdam again. I think like September 16th to the 22nd, or that weekend. Yeah. So I'm hoping that it gets released before then. So then at least I'm there for the release.
Yeah, it's just I can't believe that it's just taking so long to get these DLCs to come out. It's kind of like Zetsubo kind of like killed the zombies community. Like most of the big YouTubers, their views are getting like 30 to 40% less views, and like even like my views have like I used to get like 30 or 40 views at least on every video. Now like I'm lucky to get like 20 or 25 on a video.
Yeah, I'm very similar as well. Like, I'll make a video on Zetsubo no Shima, which I haven't done for quite a while now. But I'll make a video on Zetsubo no Shima, and it'll get a lot less views than... Like, I uploaded a video, what we know about DLC 3 so far, and that's done okay for my channel. Like, it's got, I don't know, like 30-odd views or something, which is okay. That's like 10% of my subscribership who's gone watched that video. And I've been doing Mirror's Edge as well, and one of my episodes of Mirror's Edge recently got like 92 views as of at this moment. Oh wait, I just refreshed the page. It's actually gone down to 85 views somehow. It's gone down, but still, like having almost 100 views just for a game that isn't even zombies, like Mirror's Edge. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like when Zetsubo no Shima wasn't even getting that many views. But did you see Noah J456 last night was streaming
SpongeBob. I saw that. That was so funny.
Yeah. Was you in there for the stream?
Huh?
Was you watching it while he was streaming it?
Yeah, I was watching it while I was streaming it, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I had his and the Smith Plays stream up at the same time. I was still like, I don't know who to watch, so I'll watch them both. I had Smith Plays on like mute while I was watching Noah, Just sort of like looking over at Smith plays every now and then because they're like doing Eyes and Dracker Easter eggs, so it's like pretty standard stuff. I just wanted to be there, you know, to look over. But in Noah's stream at one point, he just looks over. Like I think it was like the first time he saw his computer properly. Looks over. He's like holy jeez, 10,000 people watching like you know SpongeBob, like a SpongeBob zombie map. It's like 10,000 people. He didn't get that. I don't. As far as I'm aware, he didn't get that with Zetspo no Shima.
That's pretty crazy. And one thing I've noticed is that whenever I stream Origins, I get way more like people watching it and then views overall. Like apparently Origins is just like everybody wants to watch Origins for some reason.
I tell you something funny, right, about Origins is that it's one of my favourite zombie maps. I absolutely love Origins. I love everything about it, and I love even like something small as like the way that they say like max ammo and different bits. Like I just think it works perfectly. I can't play the map. I'm terrible at the map. I think my highest round is like round 20 or something. I've never got the staffs. I don't think I've ever got the staffs. And I'm just terrible at the map, and I don't know why. But at the same time, I love the map. Like it's really weird to like a map that you can't play.
I used to like hate the map, and then until recently, I had to send my PS4 in for like a repair, and then I decided to play Origins, and I had never gotten the staffs before, and then I got the fire staff and upgraded it, and I got to like round 30 on my first try, like trying it again, and I was like, holy crap, this map's.
Was that when you were streaming it?
I streamed it the next day and then like got to like around 32 or something, and then I've gotten around like 48 on it like a couple weeks ago. But
I was gonna say I remember being in the stream when you were doing it round 30 or whatever, but you had to end it because you had to like go to work or something. But that was actually a pretty cool stream because it had quite a few people as well like watching and like commenting and everything.
Yeah, I would recommend to like go back and like maybe watch a few like strategy videos. But all I do is I get the shield, I get quick revive, drug, and stamina up. I get the MP40 and the STG 44.
Yeah.
And I just get a bunch of points. And then the fire staff is super easy to build, so I would recommend to get that one. And it's the second best staff, so it's really nice. It's really easy to build, and then it's really powerful. And then I have I get speed cola, and then you get double tap for free for doing one of the challenges. So you can have 5 perks by basically like doing nothing. And then then you pack punch the STG 44, so you have the upgraded fire staff, the pack punch STG 44, and then you have 5 perks and then the shield, and it's really easy because the fire, you get a lot of max ammos on Origins, and the staff just shreds the Panther.
Alright, cool. Like I know it's for me anyway, it's a very hard map to even try and get to like jug or whatever. Like it's hard to like try and get set up. I don't know, like it's a combination of like the mud. The mud seems to annoy me a lot.
That's why stamina is basically a must-have perk on that map.
I was quite lucky. One time I was playing it, I was trying to get some gameplay for one of my top 5 videos, and I had like the Reagan Mark II, I think it was, unless I'm thinking of another map. But I think the Reagan Mark II is on their Origins. But I had like the Reagan Mark II, I think, and I had like some other good weapon. So like that was good. But then I was playing with other people, and they just ended up dying, which then put the pressure on to me because I didn't really know what to do at that point, and then I ended up dying because of a Panzer.
Annoying,
because
unless you have a staff.
I find the Panzer a lot harder on that map than the Eisendrache.
Because shotguns don't do any extra damage to him like they do in Origins. Or in Eisendrache.
Ah, right. Yeah. But, yeah, Origin's one of my favourite maps, like I say. I just can't play it. Like, Mob of the Dead as well was another one. I've never done a high round attempt on Mob of the Dead. I think highest round I've been on there is like less than 20. I think it's like 18 or something. Yeah. But I only really got into solo playing zombies since Shadows of Evil, really. Like, that was when I started getting into playing zombies solo. Like, before, I'd always play with my friends. And on YouTube, I got, like, because back when I said I had my Xbox Game Secrets YouTube channel, I actually had, like, a couple other channels, and we had one channel called XGS Zombies, where it's still up on YouTube now, and there's, like, videos of us doing the moon Easter egg and things, like, just gameplay, like not talking or anything, because we were playing we were planning on doing like a tutorial, but we never got around to doing it. So we got like a 2-hour long piece of video from my perspective and his my friend's perspective of doing the moon Easter egg. Back then I used to always play with that same dude, but now I always play solo.
I've been always more of a solo player, but I do sometimes play co-op.
Yeah, I like. I think I prefer playing co-op. It's like that backup. When you play solo, it's very nerve-wracking because you could mess up at any point. If you don't have quick revive, you're down straight away. You know, little bits like that. Especially Zetsubo no Shima. Zetsubo is an annoying map to like go down on.
Is. I hate Zetsubo so much. I hate it so much.
Yeah, same. Well, actually, I don't hate it. I like it, but I hate it. Like, there are some things I really like about it, and then some things I just really hate about it. The Thrasher being something that I just really hate.
He's worse than the Margwa, the Panzer. He's worse than everything.
You remember a while back I asked you to like use that clip, that little footage where you like died one hit with the Perkaholic from the Thrasher? I used that footage anyway for that clip, but then I asked you and you said, yeah, that's fine. Then I went on, like, a couple hours after that, I went to play Zetsubo no Shima, I had Perkaholic, I was trying to get some gameplay. The one-hit Thrasher thing with Perkaholic happened to me as well. Yeah. So, you know, that was like, I had it twice in the video, like, once happened to me and then once happened to you. And I've seen other YouTubers who it's happened to as well, and I think it's annoying. Like, if you have the shield, Juggernog, Widow's Wine, you know, you shouldn't get one hit by anything, really.
It was ridiculous. I was so pissed off. After that happened, I didn't play it for, like, probably 2 weeks.
Yeah. I haven't played it now for quite a while. I much prefer playing like the Eisendrache or something. If I play
Black Ops 3 Zombie, it's either going to be the Giant or Eisendrache.
Yeah, like Shadows of Evil was a hit or miss map for me, like highest round 30. Never really tried for a high round on Shadows of Evil, but at the same time it's like I don't really want to, just because it looks like a hard map and looks like a map that's just going to be annoying to try and get to a high round.
Yeah.
Like I say, and that dude earlier on I mentioned Emulsify, like he has some live streams that he does from the PlayStation 4, but they last for like 10 hours at a time. Yeah, like, so I can't remember exactly what round it was. I think it was something crazy, like round 169 or something, when I discovered him, like last week. And at that point, he said he had been playing for he said he'd been playing for 6 days at that point. But obviously, like, pausing the game, going to bed, and then restarting it again. Maybe see if I can find him and just see what round he was actually on.
I could not play that long.
No. Like, I can barely play, like, a couple hours. Like, unless I really try to. Like, there are a few videos I got, like, 4-hour gameplay and things, but that was it. I think it was round 100... Right. Round 178, by the looks of it, that he died on. That was the video. That was the video that I watched. It was around 200 attempt, but he died in like round 178 or 179 or something like that. But to get between each round was taking him ages. Like, I don't even know how long. It's just when you have videos that are like 10 hours long, and then you know he starts off in like round whatever, and he's only like 10 rounds above, like after the 7 hours or something.
That's insane. I don't know. I could never do that. Like, I can't remember. I think I got to round 85 on Keynote or Totem, and that was like, I think that was like 6 or 7 hours, and like I was just like so bored. It was so boring.
Yeah. Well, he's quite lucky just because he can do that. I guess he's got the ability to get to that round and I guess not get bored of it or whatever. But he was quite lucky because in that one stream, like I said, he went from just in that one stream went from 3,000 to 7 or 8,000 subscribers or something. So he more than doubled his subscribers from one stream. Yeah, and I was one of them. Like I saw his video, I thought, well, you know, you're pretty good. Like all your videos seem to be high round techniques and everything. I've figured why not. But yeah, like it helped him. But it's good 10 hours straight, probably with a couple of breaks, whatever. But yeah, in the long run, I guess it's helped him get his subscribers. A bit like Syndicate. I think that's how Syndicate got his fan base up at the beginning because he did a lot of high rounds as well. That's a good way
to go because you put like round 200 in your title and people are going to want to go look at it.
Yeah. That's the whole reason I saw it, because his thumbnail was just like a very zoomed in image of like round 178, and yeah, like in the title was like 200 plus like attempts. So I was like, that's pretty crazy. I'm gonna quickly watch it, and then I ended up watching it for a while. Like knowing it's live as well, like watching a live stream and thinking like at any point they could mess up, just sort of adds that little bit to it as well.
So, what do you think about Infinite Warfare zombies?
I'm in very much two minds about it. Like, it could easily be very, very bad. Like, it'd be terrible, which, like, it could, but I'm not going to say it is or it isn't until I've played the game myself. On the other end of the spectrum, we have that it's not going to be as good as Track Zombies, but it has some of the people who were, like, originally working on the Nakdo and Toten. So some people who was originally working on Nakdo and Toten are now working with the Infinite Warfare zombies. So that alone, like, I think to myself, like, it could and it has the potential to be good, but whether they, make it good, I'm not too sure, because I don't know how long they've actually been working on it for.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think that it's gonna be somewhere in between Exo Zombies and then Treyarch Zombies. I think it'll be, because I think they'll learn so much from what not to do from Exo Zombies. Exo Zombies was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's not going to be as good as Track Zombies, and I really hope it'll be better than Exo Zombies. Personally, for me as like a content creator as well, like as a YouTuber, I'm liking the idea of it because then I've got like more content as zombies content to put out. And even if I'm like roasting it or whatever, saying I don't like it, it's still content I can be putting out and then putting my ideas across of how they could improve or, however the content might go. But
I'm pretty excited. I think that Infinite Warfare Zombies is gonna it's gonna continue to bring content. And then what's nice is I know somebody who works at like a small game store, so I'm gonna be getting I'm paying them like double the price for him to give me the copy 6 days before release. So I'll be playing like zombies before everybody else, or before most people.
That's pretty cool, man. You want to be careful because
I'm not gonna post anything, but I'm just gonna
yeah. But if I was you, I think if you put it into your console, you want to make sure you're offline.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it into. I'm gonna disconnect my PS4 and then put it in.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if I was you, I would make loads and like a ton loads of videos, tutorials, etc. But I wouldn't upload them. Yeah, I wouldn't upload them until like the day. Yeah, definitely. Like Treyarch and like Infinite Warfare, whatever. Like those big corporations, they have the ability to just take a channel down or whatever. Just because it's like a serious thing. It's sort of like copyright in a way, like as big as copyright. When YouTubers go to track studios, whatever, they have to sign a load of forms and everything saying like, oh, I'm not going to show this in the vlog. If it is, I'm not going to have that, or I'm at least going to blur it out. And all these different bits. I'm not going to mention this until this particular day. There's a lot that they sign.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I really hope that it's good. I hope that it's at least playable. I hope that the storyline is like Treyarch's, where there's a lot of discussion, a lot of theories about it, because then for me as well, it makes good video topics and conversations and everything.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a lot of zombies like this upcoming November, because so there's going to be Infinite Warfare zombies, there's going to be Black Ops 3 mod tools,
yeah,
and then people are saying that Battlefield 1 is going to have a zombies mode.
I'm going to get Battlefield 1 as well. Yeah, I'm going to get that for the Xbox because obviously the map packs and everything. I don't know whether Battlefield should go for zombies.
Weird, but I'd still definitely play it, especially like World War I zombies. Yeah,
I'd give it a go, but see, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare doesn't sort of get away with it because it is a Call of Duty game. Treyarch is also a Call of Duty game, so like within under the same title. But then for Battlefield to then try and copy its like main, not enemy, but like the competition. Yeah. So like Battlefield are basically trying to copy their competition by zombies. Like either way, even with Battlefield, like nothing's ever going to beat Treyarch zombies.
Yeah, I don't think they will. And then, you know who Jimmy Zelensky is?
Yeah. He's the old dude who used to be basically the Jason Blundell.
A while back, Milo was on Twitter and he was saying that is Battlefield 1 gonna have its own zombies game mode too? And then Jimmy Zelensky tweeted at him and said that he's making his own zombies game with like his own like game development team. So there's gonna be another zombies game mode made by one of the old like directors of zombies.
Wow, that actually sounds really good. Because for ages I've really wanted, and I know the community have been wanting like its own zombies game, not a Call of Duty game, just a Treyarch standalone Nazi zombies game, or just zombies now because it's not Nazis, I don't think. But yeah, that'd be really good. Even if it was Jimmy Zelensky, because he still had quite a good storyline going on. I think it's just Jason Blundell. He was also there from like the beginning. And then he stepped up to be in that role of like director, basically.
Yeah,
that would be really good.
That would be a lot of zombies game modes. Like,
yeah.
It might be too much.
Because you've also got DLC 4 that's going to be quite fresh still at this point. Yeah, I'll probably focus more on the Call of Duty side of zombies. I'll probably play Battlefield Zombies. I don't know whether I'll upload Battlefield Zombies. But I mean, if that's a thing anyway, then I guess there's always there to like compare, see which one's better and everything. But yeah, that's quite interesting to know. I didn't realise about Battlefield.
I doubt there will be, but there's just a bunch of rumors.
Right. Okay. But Call of Duty, I hope Treyarch, with the zombies side of things, like they carry on with the storyline. So this storyline's obviously going to be finishing by DLC 4. Like we know that it's going to be brackets put around it and everything else, like Jason Blundell's been saying. At the same time, like he could go off into another direction and say, well, we don't know 100% like a lot about this particular character, so we could then look at this particular character. What did they do during the time of when we was in, during these maps, basically. Cool. So like a spin-off, basically, of different characters and bits and bobs, like how they perceived life at that time, or something like that. That'd be an idea. Like I've been thinking about that. And that'd be pretty cool.
Would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, sort of like how like Marvel do their spin-offs and everything of like some
that
characters.
That would be pretty cool. Or like what if they mix some characters from some of the old groups and like had some Mob of the Dead characters with some Call of the Dead characters with Transit characters.
Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. But I don't like. I know obviously Track must have something up their sleeve because they, like, you know what Track are like. They're gonna have something up their sleeve, but I don't know whether that's gonna have anything to do with the current zombie storyline. If they're gonna have something completely new. Either way, I'm sure they've got something good planned.
Oh yeah.
Off topic a bit. Did you hear about do you watch Drama Alert on YouTube, or do you know about it? Have you seen recently with Keemstar not being the host anymore?
I saw that.
The Ty Blue now the new host. Like that was quite interesting. Like I knew just before he said it at the beginning of the video, I could tell because he didn't say I'm your temporary host. He just said I'm your host, Ty Blue. Then he was like, "Yeah, Keemstar's quitting Drama Alert."
And I was there, so he's not doing Drama Alert anymore. Like forget him?
No, he's yeah, like he's quit Drama Alert, but it's really weird at the moment. So he quit Drama Alert and
new talent show.
Everyone's something like that. Like everyone was there, like unsubscribing from Drama Alert. I think Keem had a lot of like hate and everything, so they went down from like 1,610,000 to 1,570,000. They're now at. Ty Blue, the new host, he's there now, and he's like, as far as I'm aware, the host from now on. But they uploaded a video today, where I think there was 2 videos today, and one of them was like 50 seconds long, and it's Keemstar just there saying, "It's not over. I've got a new channel," and if I go and have a look, because I subscribed to it, because why not? I can't actually remember what he called it. I think about it, see if I can find it. Like, I don't know if it is a talent show. Like, I've heard it's a talent show. So I'm just looking down my subscribers now. But yeah, it's just like subscribe to my new channel, and then videos will be uploaded soon. I can't actually remember. Oh wait,
I saw this video and can't remember who it was, but he was talking about it, and apparently it's going to be like sort of like American Idol. I don't know if you've ever watched that show or heard of.
Yeah, I like that. We have similar things like X Factor and things.
Apparently, like there's gonna be a bunch of like YouTubers and like gamers and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what they're gonna be doing, and
oh wow,
whoever wins like I can't remember how much money, but then they also win the channel. So and the channel's gonna have like probably at least 1 million subscribers. So yeah,
that's pretty cool. I bet a lot of people probably unsubscribe from that though, like depending on who wins the channel. But that's still pretty cool. So yeah. Then I think what do you call this? He called this channel that Keem now has called The New Show. And when you click on it, it's actually got like the name of Battle for this channel. I guess so. Whatever. Subscribe. 183,000 subscribers at the moment.
How much?
183,000.
Last night it was at 31,000. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, I thought, to be honest, it was going to be a bit more because on Twitter, like Keemstar almost has like 1 million people following him. So I thought that maybe like 1 million people, or just about, actually like him and would subscribe to his new channel. But so far, 183,000. But yeah, that's so far what's happened with Keemstar. He's just quit Drama Alert for something or other, and then it's got this new show which I've heard was a talent show. I don't know whether to see, because I haven't actually seen a video. I've seen a few YouTubers upload a video about that saying Keemstar's new talent show, but I don't know whether like I've not seen him yet, so I don't know whether what to think about it.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's kind of, what do you think about Keemstar? Do you like him or do you not like him?
I honestly, I'm one of the people that do like him. I like his delivery and everything. I don't know, because I normally just skip the intro of Drama Alert. I always skip to about 20 seconds, and that'll skip everything like that people have a problem with. And then I can watch Drama Alert video with him in it, and I'll be like, okay, fair enough. They've done the research, they've gone and whatever, he found drama or somewhere along the lines. And it's just something to watch for 5 minutes, whereas a load of people have disinterest in him because of what he's said in the past, what he's done in the past and everything. I don't know if you ever watched Grade A Under Ray.
Didn't he make a video about Drama Alert?
He's actually got a part 2 coming out at some point this week, yeah, because that was like a part 1. His like, that was to discuss everything he dislikes about Keemstar, but he actually has a part 2 coming out at some point. And in the video, it's basically him going, you know, don't worry, in part 2, I'm going to explain how, you know, we're going to bring down Keemstar once and for all. And before that video was uploaded, Keemstar had quit. Drama alert. But in that, he was saying things like Keemstar, I don't know when this was, but I think it's within the last few years, Keemstar got a 15-year-old girl on some sort of streaming website and got her to strip for him. Yeah, like that's what Grade A Andre was saying anyway, and he was saying like, oh, you know, if you want to go to I think it's Pyrocynical. He's like, go to his channel because he's got a video saying more about it basically. But I thought that was a bit weird. There's also video footage, like very popular video footage of Keemstar calling, I think it was like some guy called Alex or something, the N-word.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, but I mean, that was years ago, and I guess it doesn't justify it, and I'm not like justifying Keem in any way, but personally, it doesn't really, it doesn't bother me if someone said the N-word 8 years ago to someone. By the looks of it, he was like drunk and everything anyway. What bothers me more about Keemstar is not the racial abuse that he threw at that one guy that one time, but it was more that he made this old man one time, you know, come to tears. Yeah, same. Like, I watched a video, and even now that they're like okay and everything, like they explained to the guy how everything was mixed up and whatever. I just still feel bad for him because he's like 62 years old, just wants to play like some games on Twitch, and he's got quite a good following as well. And you know, he made this guy cry because of like misinformation.
Also, I don't know if have you seen Leafy's video on? He's made 2 on Keemstar.
To be honest with you, don't really like Leafy. I'm not really a big fan of this content. He always has videos which are very clickbaity, you know, the cringiest kid on the internet, the, you know, this or that. I find that, if anything, Leafy for me anyway is very cringy, so I don't really bother watching him. But I have seen that he's uploaded those videos. Like, they're always suggested to me, because every now and then I'll watch a Leafy video to see if, like, you know, if I will actually like this guy, if it's just like that one-off video or whatever.
Yeah, well, like, in that video, he, because I guess Leafy and Keemstar are, like, going at it right now, and Keemstar has like several times like threatened to release like YouTubers' personal information, like their address, their personal cell phone number, and their like full name and like picture and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was something that Grade said about Keem tweeted out saying something like doxing isn't illegal when it is illegal, like doxing being like basically getting their personal information. That's quite wrong. Even if you don't like someone, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Leafy. I mean, I wouldn't go as far to say I dislike him or anything. I just don't. I'm not a fan of his content. But even if to say I didn't like him, there's a couple of YouTubers out there that I really don't like because I don't like their content at all. But even those people, I wouldn't go as far as like getting their personal information because that's just like too far. So I don't agree with like Keem or anyone else who wants to release personal information because I just think that's wrong. Even someone I'll say one, like normally I wouldn't say YouTubers I don't like, but Nicole Arbour, I really dislike her like with a passion. Yeah, and like there are a lot of other YouTubers that I would dislike or not like or whatever, but I wouldn't publicly say it because, you know, the less drama the better really. But Nicole Arbour is something different. Because she's like publicly hated anyway. But even her, I wouldn't agree with someone getting her personal information and like spreading it around because it's just not fair. Which is why I thought it was a little bit unfair that she said certain things about Matt Santoro. First of all, I don't think that she's like credible source whatsoever. Second of all, she says that he liked being fingered up the butt and everything. So I don't know whether to believe that, but either way, it's sort of like that's their sexual preference. You know, if that is to be true, like I wouldn't ever like judge anyone on if they're like that or not. You know, it's what it is. It's what they like. So either way, there was no need for her to bring that up because it was just so random, out of the blue, right at the end of like this speech or video or something.
Like most of the comments on that video were saying like, Keemstar, why in the hell would you believe her? It's his ex-girlfriend and they ended on bad terms. Can't believe anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, that was my main thing about it. And, like, there was a grade 8 under 8 video basically exposing her, saying she's lying about this, she's lying about that. She's saying that Matt is the one who, broke up with... no, she's saying, like, other things I don't even know. But Grade basically debunked everything and said she was a liar because of this. Oh, there was this tweet, there was this video that she had all deleted. And she was very contradictory, with what she was saying. She's a very very hard person to believe because she lies about a lot of things.
Even like in her personal videos that she uploads, like there's if you research any of the stuff at all, it's mostly false, or at least a lot of it is false.
Yeah, and personally, with a YouTuber like that, I can't like watch him. I can't even like him. There's nothing you can do about it. They're doing their own thing, but it's what it is. What it is, really. I don't like him, but yeah, like I said, there are certain other YouTubers I don't like, but again, like it's because of little nitty gritty things like that I just find either annoying about the personality or that what they're doing on YouTube isn't justifiable. A lot of reaction channels, I know that's a very big topic. I don't like what they're doing because it's copyright.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, watching Grade A Underrate's video on the topic of it, and you realise they literally sit there and they have fillers, so they go, oh yeah, that was funny. Oh yeah, and it's copyright in the entire video. They don't even ask for permission. Like, it would annoy me personally if they had one of my videos that they were reacting to.
Pretty annoying, especially if their video got I think more like views than your personal video. That'd be pretty annoying.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that there's like one or two that like are the exception, but for the majority, it's sort of like they're the same thing. Just like bunch of rubbish. Personally, I don't see how they have so many subscribers, etc. But it is what it is.
Yeah, the only YouTuber that like I hate, and like I don't even like, I used to hate him. I actually like him a lot now, but at first I hated Noah J456. Yeah, because not because of really YouTube, but the day before the new Star Wars movie came out, he like retweeted like a huge plot point in the movie. It like ruined the movie for me, and I was just like, God damn it, I hate you so much, Noah. And then like a few months later, I started actually watching his videos, and I like him. But
I still haven't seen Star Wars, the newest one. No, but I discovered Noah back as soon as like Black Ops 3 came out. I was looking at Shadows of Evil Easter egg tutorial, and I saw Noah's video. At first, I didn't like it because I was wanting to step-by-step tutorial, and it gave me like suggestions of his 4-hour live streams, like 4-hour long videos. I was there like, I don't want to sit through 4 hours worth of video of some guy I've never watched before. I can now watch his videos like 2 or 3 hours of a live stream, like after the live stream's been done, like in the background. I can watch him because I now like him. But at the time, I was there like, this isn't really useful. I then watched one of his live streams, and I actually quite liked him. I liked the way he was genuine. I liked the way he was just himself. He doesn't have to like hype up anything like certain YouTubers do to like try and get views or whatever. I like how he's just chilled out, does what he wants to do, like plays games and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll subscribe to you because you're actually pretty cool. Too. And this, yeah, he makes me laugh so much. Like since getting to know his like personality as well, like he's hilarious. So it's always making me laugh.
And he has like the best job in the world.
Yeah, you know, some of his donations he gets from like his streaming is ridiculous. I've seen, like, because I've been watching his live streams quite often since Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is probably where I've seen some of the highest donations of, like, almost, like, I think the highest donation I saw was $575. Yeah, and I think to myself, you know, from that one donation, he gets the $575. But I think then that entire stream, he probably got, you know, quite a lot of money. You know, I'd be quite happy with that personally. But like, I suppose he uses that money for like quite a good cause. He uses it for his education, which is you can't blame him. And that's what a lot of zombie YouTubers I've noticed do. Like Azora.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know
good.
Azora. Yeah, I think he's in education. I believe the money he earns from YouTube it goes towards his education. Johnny J25, Mr. Waffles, you know, these YouTubers. I think even the Smith players, like they're all in education. They all still do full-time YouTube, but they use the money from YouTube to like afford their education, which is, you know. It's nice to know that it's possible.
It's pretty nice.
I know Mr. Starlet JD though. I don't think he's in education, but he uses the money to pay for like the house he lives in because he lives with his mum.
I saw that video.
When he did like
he like pays everything for his mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he did a 1 million subscriber special, and I watched the whole thing, and it makes you feel good as like a viewer as well. That you've helped out someone. Like he's saying his mum like lost her job or whatever, and at the time he was, you know, he was just getting big on YouTube, so he was able to actually help his mum out by, you know, paying for the house or the bills or whatever he needed to pay for. I think that's why I like YouTube so much though, is because it gives so much opportunity for people to do well if it's something that they actually want to succeed in.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Noah J's donations, like I remember I watched this video and somebody like watched like the whole stream and they like wrote down all the donations, and like during one of the streams he had like a total of $4,000 in donations. Yeah,
wow,
and then like
that's crazy.
And then the stream had like 200,000 views, so that brought in like another like $800. So he got $4,800 from one stream in one day.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, it'd be obviously like not saying that YouTube's all about money, because like I know it's a very popular thing. A lot of big YouTubers will say it's not about the money. Even at like a small YouTuber like myself, like I don't earn anything from it. It's all doing it for fun. I wouldn't ever say that YouTube's all about money, because it's not. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying what you do. It's like if you're in a band, if you're an actor, they earn quite a lot of money if you're in a music band, if you're an actor, but they have to also enjoy the job they're doing. Otherwise, you can tell. So it's also about enjoying what you do. Totally. But it'd be nice to literally get up out your bed and think, you know, I'm gonna stream today, and I can start a stream whenever. And I could rack in a couple of $1,000 or whatever. Insane. Like yeah, that's when you know like you earn money for what you like to do. Like you're working for what you love. So you know you love your job, so it doesn't feel like you're working type of thing. So like, you know, life's basically set out for you because you work as much as you like, and then the more you work, the more money you earn, which is cool. And another thing I find cool about YouTube, if you're looking at money side of things, is that if you're at that stage where you got like say 100,000 or 1 million or whatever, you're earning money 24/7. At that point, people are watching your videos all the time, so like you're always racking in money. and that's like, you know, quite cool to think of.
Cool, yeah.
Like it's a pretty sweet job. Which also leads me to ask you the question of, where do you see your channel in a couple of years' time, or like what's like a goal of yours to achieve with your channel?
I mean, it'd be pretty cool to let it like have my channel become my job, but I don't know if that's like ever gonna happen. But I don't know. I guess it'd be cool to get 10,000 subscribers one day. But I pretty much just do it for fun.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And I work, and I'm gonna be, like, it's summer right now, but I'll be working and going to school. So it's like it's not like my main focus in life, but if it became a job, that would be like a dream job. Like, you know, working at home.
Yeah.
And once I have a family, if I had a family and I worked like for my YouTube channel, and I could just see my kids and my family like all the time, it would just be like the perfect job.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Personally, I don't have any goals as such. I have subscriber goals and things. That's just something to help me drive towards getting to that subscriber goal. But like you say, like if I got to the point where I was earning enough money to live on YouTube, it's not even about the excess money that apparently some YouTubers make, where they make millions of dollars or whatever. But if personally, if I had a channel which would earn enough money to live, pay the bills, food on the table or whatever, then, you know, I'd be quite happy with that. Like, that would be a dream job for me. Which is why, again, like I say, like YouTube is such a great platform for people to come on. It's over the years, it's gotten really popular with like young people, like 20 years older, teenagers, or whatever, to like try and get like a new style of job. Especially working where I work at the moment is in retail, DIY retail basically. So I have to work with you know, sand, cement, timber, you know, all that stuff. It's things that really disinterest me, and I get really bored at work because I'm a cashier. And every single day, like at work, I work part-time because I like to try and focus on my YouTube channel mostly. But I mean, every day that I'm at work, like, I'm bored. Obviously, it's great to talk to people and everything at work. I like the people I work with. It's just the work itself. Like, I don't know how to put it. I always stand there at work serving people, thinking I could be using this time to make a video. I could be using this time to at least think about a video, work towards something else to try and progress my channel. And instead, I'm you know, working. And is this really the best way to spend my time?
I have those same thoughts because I'm a cashier at a grocery store, so it's like, I mean, I guess the job, like, I feel like it has a bit of meaning because like you're helping provide food to families, so it's like,
and someone has to do that somewhere along the line.
Also, it's like, I kind of like regret it. Like when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't have a job or school for like the first month of it, so I kind of regret like not putting way more time into it. Like now I have I mean, I'm in summer right now, but when I was at school and working, it was super hard to do YouTube, so it's like I should have taken advantage of those times.
I was at one point in my life doing YouTube on my old channel, and I was effectively working 3 jobs while also at college. I say 3 jobs. I was working the job I'm working now, being a cashier at like DIY retail, and I was working in a Chinese takeaway as like a cashier there, like taking orders and things. But at that same Chinese takeaway on the weekend, I was also a delivery driver. So that sort of is 2 jobs, but it's sort of not like the same place. So like I was working those 2/3 jobs. I was at college and I was trying to do YouTube videos as well, and like I never really got sleep because like everything was taking up my time. Trying to do college work alone, which is really stressful.
Yeah, it was for me.
Yeah, And then like trying to at that point I was trying to go to the gym, and I had to give up going to the gym for like YouTube and give more time to everything else. And then within the last year, I quit my job at the Chinese takeaway. I don't work there anymore. I only work at this one place, about 20 or 30-minute drive away from where I live, like next town over. Like I say, I work 16 hours a week because I don't want to put in too much time into that place, because I know it's not going to be for anything. I want to be here at home making videos, live streaming, or whatever else, trying to put in my all, making sure that all my effort goes into a YouTube video.
Yeah, I work like 30 hours a week. I could be working like 45 or 50,
Yeah.
but I've chosen to take less time so I could work on YouTube as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, they are always saying to me, "How are you working only 16 hours a week? Like, what, you know, try and work a bit more. Like, go into full time." They're trying to push me into going full time almost. And I said to them, like, seriously, I'm not going to go into full time. I say for many reasons. I haven't told them I have a YouTube channel, but I say like I don't have the time for full time. I also say like, you know, the money I earn from part time is enough for what I need. I can live off of it comfortably. Different bits and bobs like that, and they're still there like saying, well, wouldn't you want to work full time? And I said no, mainly because I get bored at work, and like I said, I'm not interested in it, so I can't work longer than 16 hours. 16 hours alone, you know, I get really dulled, and
Totally.
I don't know, I just get brain dead, literally. I stand there, I yawn a lot, I'm almost falling asleep at work, like, because sometimes, like, today I was at work before we started this talk, like this podcast, and I was just so bored. Like, there was no customers or anything. So at times like that, like, it just waste of a 4-hour shift. Like, I was only working 4 hours today, but it's a waste of 4 hours I could be doing anything else. So I could have started this podcast a bit earlier, you know, could have started at, you know, 8 rather than 9 or whatever. But as a cashier, how do you know, feel at your job? Like, do you ever hate customers for the way they treat you, or are they pretty standard? Or
well, what's nice is at my store, all the customers are like really, really nice, which is pretty good. But even then, it's still like I do not want to be here, and like I just like I'm doing work to get other people rich, basically. Like, the president of where I work at is like probably like a $50 million man, so
yeah, that's the same for me. Like, I'm with a company rather than like a standalone DIY place, so it's like a pretty big company, and then they're going up managers and like regional managers, and it just goes on and on. And I think at the end of the day, I'm technically working, you know, pretty standard work, but I'm working just to make someone else rich, like more money than they already have. Like, you know, it's like, it's not fair. I don't like the way that corporations and things like that work. Which is, I just don't like working for our boss as well. Because another thing that annoys me about where I work, occasionally they'll put me down to work a certain day and they won't tell me. So I'll be there, like, we're recording a video. Like, last week, literally, I was recording a video, doing audio for a video, and then I get a text off of one of them saying that I was meant to be in work like half an hour ago. I was like, but I wasn't told, so how was I meant to know? And that's another thing that annoys me about retail work in general, because I've known a few other people from different places as well, like in retail, like clothing shops and things, like this same thing happens to them. And it's all to do with corporations and poor communication and everything.
I think it was yesterday. I was gonna upload a video and stream, but then I got called into work 5 hours early, and I had to work an extra 5-hour long shift, and I was like, like, I set aside time just to do stuff, and then they called me in. So I was like, it's like you only can like deny them like a certain amount of times. And like they've already called me like twice this week to come in like early. I said no, So like they have like the right to like fire me if they want to. So I was like, I kind of need this job. So.
Really? For my job, and I think for any job in England at least, or any standard job, I'm contracted on my thing that I signed, my contract, 16 hours. So I can say no to them. If they ring me up every single day, I can say no every single day. As long as I work that 16 hours a week, then they can't force me to work anymore. So that's good, and that's why I haven't signed anything to say I want to work 24 hours a week or whatever else, because that means I have to then put in those hours that I would otherwise be working on YouTube or like anything else, and I feel like it wouldn't be my best interest to like work more than I need to in somewhere that I don't feel like I want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, obviously I have to work somewhere part-time to make sure I can afford games when they come out, and make sure I can afford light bulb, like this lighting equipment. So far the light bulb's been okay, but they're 20 quid a light bulb, what I've got. So, if they blow, I need to get a new light bulb, or if I need to get a new camera, or, just anything, then hopefully I should have the money to afford that. Recently I had to get myself 2 new sets of headsets because I ordered this pair that you can't see right now. I've ordered a pair that I wear for my streams and everything that I'm wearing right now. And Amazon said it was going to take like a week to get here. So before like this headset got here, I had to stream with something. So I streamed with like another headset, but it was a bit worse. It only had one earphone, and the other side was like it didn't have a earphone thing on it, like an Xbox headset. But then I got myself, when this one came through the post, like it was a proper headset of like 2 earphone pieces on it. So that was a lot better. But I mean, those 2 headsets alone was fairly expensive. I say fairly expensive, about £30 each. But yeah, it's like little bits and bobs like that, because my old headphones just died randomly like that. So
yeah.
But I do think that about wraps everything up for now. We've been on for an hour and 44 minutes. That's quite a while. But I'm going to wrap it up here anyway. So, MinuteMan, thank you for joining me on my very first podcast talk thing. I think I'm going to call it Jamietalk, because that's like my name, Jamie or whatever. But that's first episode of the podcast over. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to MinuteMan, go ahead down in the description below. I'll put it in the first line. You can go ahead and subscribe to him. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Just thanks for letting me be on your first podcast.
It's cool, dude. And yeah, we'll definitely have to do another podcast or do like some sort of commentary or gameplay or whatever, soon. I think we got some ideas that we still haven't quite done yet.
Starting room challenges.
Yeah, we'll do those at some point. Cool. Well, thank you, and until next podcast, see you then.